Hey there everybody, Don Evans here. Today I'm going to be doing a review of this Aubert Freres Durand. The Durand is a new model from Aubert Freres. It comes in at 44 millimeters. You have a lug to lug or length of the case of 53 millimeters. It's about 13 millimeters thick. It has a Miyota OS11 quartz chronograph movement. It has a sapphire-coated mineral crystal and a 22 millimeter genuine leather strap. Now, when it comes to price, that can vary. Retail price could be somewhere between $1,000 and $1,200. Let's be honest here, is kind of ridiculous. But normally, somewhere between the $175 to $400 range. Usually they're available on Amazon, and I believe they will be again shortly, and that's where you're going to get it at the discounted price. This is a brushed and polished gunmetal case. You'll see where it's polished here on the chronograph pushers. It's more like a satin finish around the case. You see some high polish there on the bezel. And then you have black IP or PVD around the crown and pushers. Now, I apologize that my lighting here might be making this look a little more royal blue in the dial and on the markers here on the bezel than what it actually is. And if you take a look at my photos attached to this review, you'll see it's more like a very deep, I want to call it a deep turquoise. Now, the brand itself might actually have, a color pattern for that name, but I call it a very deep turquoise. It shows up a little more royal blue here for some reason under the video. I'll give you a good look here at the dial. One of the nice things about this dial, and I hope I could pick it up here on video, is you could see that the markers and the numbers almost look the way they're applied. It's like they're floating. Now these are applied markers and numbers. They are not painted on. You could see it has that racing stripe pattern there on the dial, and you have a lot of blue accents there with the tachymeter around the date there in the hands themselves. Now there is no lume on this watch. It does not glow at all, so I am going to put this more in the fashion watch sport category. The bezel moves pretty easily. Obviously, this is not a dive watch, but you could use the bezel to time things if you would like. Let me pull out the crown here. It is a push-pull crown. Okay. Very smooth there, though, on the movement. We'll run the chronograph here for a second, and you can take a look at how that works. Here's your start, your stop, and your reset. Okay. When we move around to the case back here, you can see that they got a lightly engraved case back with the Aubert Freres logo and name plastered all through it. As you can see there, it is only 5 ATM water resistant. As I noted, it does not have a screw down crown. Here is a look at the black leather strap. The leather strap is padded. I'm going to be honest, I don't care for the strap very much. As you can see, it bends, after wearing it for a little bit. It kind of has a plasticky feel, but these days, you know, between production strap websites like Panatime or others, and tons and tons of custom guys, or rubber straps as well. There's so many options at so many different price points that, you know, getting a replacement strap if you don't like this one should not be an issue at all whatsoever. As I said, this has a gunmetal finish all over it here on the case and the bezel. Look-wise, I really like the look. As I said, the color doesn't come out here properly, but it is more of like a deep turquoise color. And with the black dial and the gunmetal IP case, it's actually a pretty nice looking watch, and I like the color combo a lot. Couple of things I'm not fond of. You know, and it depends on the price point if you pick this up. I mean, if you got this for $150, $175, sapphire coated mineral is, you know, fine. You pick this up for $300 and some dollars, I would like a sapphire crystal on it, especially with the Miyota quartz movement and such. Another thing I'm not particularly fond of, don't point out the date to me. I'm a watch guy. And I think most people that buy a watch would know that that is the date wheel. And you don't see many other companies doing that. Otherwise, I really like the dial. Yes, with the color combo and the racing stripe and the logo and the way they do the numbers, it's a little busy, but chronographs in general are a little busy. You know, if you like a clean dial, you know, stick to 3-hand or GMT watches. But you know, it has that racing chronograph look to it, which is obviously what they were going for with the way the bezel and the dial is done. I have a 7.5-inch wrist. Let me put it on the wrist for you and show you what that looks like. Here you go. Your normal 44mm case, if you have 44mm dive watches, this is going to wear very, very, very similar. And at only 13mm thick, it should still fit under a lot of, you know, dress shirts or button-down shirts, unless you have those really tight, you know, starched cuffs. But otherwise, it should work. This has been my look at the Aubert Freres Durand. Thank you for watching. Please check out the written review as well.